from India, we're going to Ethiopia, an application to reduce mortality of babies and also maternal mortality, an application which is not directly for babies or mothers, but rather for the health givers, midwives, and it's called Safe Delivery App. It has been designed by a Danish organism, the Maternity Foundation. Let's watch a video.
This Ethiopian mother has just given birth to a healthy baby. But for far too many mothers and newborns in developing countries, giving birth is an act of great danger. For Mitike, the birth of her twin babies was a near tragedy. Globally, 800 women and 15,000 newborns die of causes related to pregnancy and childbirth each day.
Ethiopian women are really challenged getting really a quality maternal health service. She may have complications, she may have bleeding, she could be facing even death.
Sani salu mateen gargaarani mucaan kun battala dhalattetti duutuu turte waliin mari'atanii moobaayilii sana tuttuqanii mucaa kana yaaluu danda'aniiru.
The vast majority of all maternal deaths are preventable if a skilled birth attendant is present during delivery. The Safe Delivery app teaches birth attendants how to stop a bleeding and other potentially life-threatening situations. A mobile phone revolution is sweeping across the developing world.
The Safe Delivery app is a great tool to improve maternal health in Ethiopia because most of the midwives, can say all the midwives, have mobile, so that the accessibility is really very high. It is easy to use because it is supported by animations, videos. In addition, it is using local languages.
Nunis dandeettii keenya ofitti amanamummaa keenya illee ol guddisaa dhiigni sun ituun dhaabbatiin asii ba'ee deemuun illee akka inni irra hin jiraanne hubanneerra. Sababii kanaaf amma dubartiin tokko asti deessee yoo isheen dhiigde illee ofitti amanamummaa koodhaan jechuun nan danda'a bakka achirraa ilaalee hubadheera waan ta'eef dhiiga nama sanaa dhaabbisuun nan danda'a lubbuu nama sanaa oolcheera jedhee yaada.
Yeroo hundumaa nan fayyadamaa baay'ee yeroo keeziin na mudatu nan ilaala.
I see a great potential using the Safe Delivery app because there are so many possible areas in the curriculum to integrate this Safe Delivery app.
ይሄ ማለት ከምንሰማው ይልቅ የምንሰማውና የምናየው አንድ ላይ ሲጣመር የተሻለ ነገር ለማምጣት ይረዳል ብዬ አስባለሁ.
The Safe Delivery app is currently being implemented in partnership with NGOs, midwives associations, and governments in multiple countries across Africa and Southeast Asia. The goal is to reach 10,000 health workers with the app before the end of 2017, ultimately helping to ensure a safer birth for nearly 1 million women.
Bravo pour cette très belle application.
This is just wonderful, and I would like to ask Anna Cecilia FRELLSEN to come here. She is in charge of the Maternity Foundation, and she has developed the Safe Delivery app in partnership with the Copenhagen University. Please sit here next to me, Anna, and thank you for being here and coming from Denmark. As we've seen now, I think it's wonderful to have all these images and see what's really going on the field and what happens with all these women who are pregnant and who are going to deliver. I think that this is something that you're really concerned about. You always say we're not tech people, okay? We're not only technological experts. We work in the field, and we wanted this app to be really useful for the people. What do you mean by that?
Yes, so that is true. No. Okay, thank you so much. Yes, so what I mean with that is that at Maternity Foundation, we have worked on the ground for almost 15 years. So our development of the Safe Delivery app started by an understanding of what is really needed, where there is an unmet need, and really looking into how we could leverage mobile technology, both in our own program, but also supporting other partners. So we started off by having an RCT trial in our own program based on strong results. We started disseminating the app and sharing it across countries in Sub-Saharan Africa and also now in Southeast Asia.
Alors cette application, on a vu son fonctionnement en général.
Now we know how this works. We've seen this in the video. Maybe we can also insist on the fact that you can use this app at different levels. Isn't this true?
So you can use the app in different types of settings. So we started off by testing it as a job aid, delivering it to the health workers on the job. What we're also seeing now is that it's used pre-service. So for example, in Laos, I saw some friends from Laos, it's introduced pre-service already, so which is great because then it's already in the hands of the midwives when they get into their service firsthand. And it's also used as a blended learning tool in the ongoing service training programs.
Aujourd'hui, quel est le
Now today, what is the feedback you have from midwives and from the health givers? Do you know how they use this app? Do they believe that from a technical point of view, but also for quality is better?
Yes, so we do get both, quantitative and qualitative feedback on the impact of the app. And on a more qualitative dimensions, confidence is actually a really important dimension. The skilled birth attendants, they feel more confident in handling the everyday services, which I think is really important.
Beaucoup de confiance en plus. Alors, est-ce qu'on peut...
Yes, they feel trustful. That means they feel more confident. That means that with this app, you have invented a kind of e-learning system, maybe, which is more pleasant than the conventional e-learning system?
I think there's a lot of learning and training that can be actually done more effectively in service. And that when you have, your training and your learning in your hand, in your facility, I think that can be very effective. Absolutely, yes.
Apprendre, c'est marrant, ça. Apprendre avec...
It's wonderful because that means that you're learning how to use the app and you're learning more. So it's an app that you have developed for Ethiopia, but it's also been developed for other countries. Now, how are you disseminating this app?
So, to be here today is actually wonderful. So, no, since we had the results from our RCT, we have spent a lot of time on engaging with partners in different countries, and fortunately, we experienced a huge demand. And what we have done in the first round is really to start engaging with a number of priority countries based on support from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and with ministries of health in those countries, and starting to adapt the app to those settings. So we are launching an app in Hindi in India, for example, and in Ghana with the Ministry of Health in Ghana and so forth. So really working with the ministries on making an app that is suitable for each country, and then they will of course own and drive the implementation in that country.
Et on voit encore une fois de plus, c'est notre fil rouge.
So I think that this is really interesting because we see that without ministries, we wouldn't be able to go beyond the simple experience. So another small question now. When you see the results and how this is being used, how do you feel personally? How do you feel? How do you feel happy about it?
Absolutely. But also I think the journey has just begun. I think we have a lot of more work to do, which I'm very excited about.